Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Thursday, August the 24th, 2023. Thursday, August the 24th, 2023. Well, we've got Victor meeting with Nate. Nate comes back because maybe Victor summoned him or he stopped in or whatever. Oh, no, Victor summoned him. He wanted his opinion on the perspective. So Nate gives it. Blah, blah, blah. The three don't work as a unit, and it's mainly Adam. That's the disruptor. He was pretty much telling Victor that pretty much Adam need to be cut loose. Sharon and Nick will be able to work together, but not Adam. And Nate said, I still stand on my original um, proposal. Those two companies should be merged. Having two is redundant, but I understand you don't want to. He goes, nope, it's not going to happen. Then I understand it. He says, but with Adam even resorting to blackmailing Audra, he needs to go. He says, but for some reason, I see, it's like you continue to reward him. And Victor's kind of looking, listening, like, mm-hmm. And Nate was pretty, to me, overstepping with telling Victor what he needs to do to Adam. And finally, Victor said, I will always back my children. And Nate looks, he goes, no, and it's your prerogative too. And I understand. I hope I didn't overstep by, saying my honest opinion on what should happen. And he goes, you stated it, but I already know how I'm going to handle it. Adam stays. Okay. And so Victor's just like, well, he says something, and then Nate says, well, thank you so much for allowing me to share my opinion. So he pretty much he leaves, right? And Victor's just thinking and thinking. Then Nikki comes in, and she's, typical basher too of Adam. But he's like, I'm thinking of merging those two companies. And she goes like, Victor, was that your plan all along? He goes, could have been. See, like Adam said, this is a thought, this is a move this is a classic move he would do. But because it's my idea, he doesn't want to do it, right? So we have, at the end of the show, Victor calls Adam, Sharon, Nick to the ranch. See, I would be sick of having to drive out there to answer to him when we're supposed to have 3 months to run a company. Victor says, I have decided to merge SNA Media with Newman Media. And Adam looks at him and says, wait a minute. You mean my suggestion? You're now choosing to do it. That is correct. And Nick and Sharon are kind of like, wait, what? Now, when they had the idea, the three, and Adam came up with it, Nick and Sharon co-signed, Victor shot him down. He goes, I've changed my mind. Victor is changing his mind where that company is concerned every single day. They should be sick of it. Sick of it. Sharon keeps bragging, well, Kirsten is my company. Girl, no, it ain't. The minute you merged it, Victor already knew he was snatching it up. Cameron Kirsten may as well have left that to Victor, right? And Adam warned Sharon. Remember when Adam was on the outs? And he said, Sharon, if you merge and Victor decides to get rid of you, Newman will own that. Well, he's not going to do that. No, I'll still have my portion of the, Sharon, yeah, right. Think all you want. So Nick is looking like, well, what does this mean? He goes, I'm merging it, and we're going to push forward with the announcement. And so they're like, well, who's going to run the company? What's going to be the structure of the merged company? Victor says that has not been determined yet. So they're just like, we're like new hires in a new company. It's like we can't get a straight answer. We're being dangled around like puppets. Okay. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you. Right? So that was. Then we have Victoria. Victoria has some nerve. She sits down and she's talking to Ashley. And see, Ashley didn't maintain the upper hand to the conversation like she should have. Because let's not forget, Victoria was her stepdaughter twice. Right? So Victoria sits down. Oh, I heard blah, blah, blah. I heard you got married. I can't believe you allowed yourself to fall back, in love with Tucker or fall back in a relationship with Tucker. And Ashley looks at him, well, yeah, we're in love. And then I also heard that, you and Jack you're leaving Jabot, leaving your family's company. And, you and Jack are feuding, and what's her name? Ashley looks at her and says, what's your point, Victoria? I'm not buying it. You're not buying what? I'm not buying that you walk away from the company. I'm not buying, because she goes, no, all the fighting, the end is just not worth it. My husband and I are going to start our own company. No, that's not a move you would make. Something else is going on. And then she goes, I think something she said, and then she told Ashley, I think that's rather ruthless. And that's a move Tucker would make, not you. And Ashley looked at Victoria and said, you know what, wait a minute. What's all this questioning coming from? Well, because Billy is in the middle of it, from what I can gather. Billy is the one that'll get hurt. And so Ashley says, your ex-husband, Billy? The man you moved on from, Billy? Billy is none of your concern, Victoria. He is still the father of my children. Therefore, I'm going to always look out for him. And I'm just saying that I think something else is going on. And I want to know, is Billy a part of your plan? What plans do you have for Billy? And Ashley just looks at her and says, Billy, my brother, Billy will be just fine. Billy is right where he wants to be. He's the CEO, co-CEO. Billy's fine. Victoria. So Victoria's just like, well, I'm just sitting there. She's like, you know what? Wait, you know what? This has been fun, but I have someplace I need to be. She gets up, and she walks right away from Victoria. She should have did it the first time Victoria asked a rude question, a rude comeback. I'm not buying whatever answer Ashley gave. No, I'm not buying this. Oh, chick, you don't have to buy it. You're not involved. You're not my sister-in-law. You're not married to Billy. You're nothing. You're in a rival company. Get away from me. Gee. Because I'm not telling you nothing. She goes, what are your real plans? I would not tell you nothing because you tried to steal. You tried to do espionage, corporate espionage on Chancellor Winters with Nate. Oh, I heard that, Victoria. I heard all about what you did. Okay. So why would I tell you anything confidential? Nothing, nada. So in the meantime, Billy, he's paid the chick at the jazz lounge whenever he sees Tucker to text him that he's there. And she did, and he went and paid her. And he goes, "Oh, Tucker, I'm glad I ran into you. You know, any plans, moving forward? What, where are we?" And so Tucker told him, "Oh, no, no, all that's over. Ashley and I no longer need your services." And Billy says, "Wait, what?" "No, once Jack gave Ashley what she wanted, Ashley and I are done. We no longer are going to deal in any of this back and forth." And Billy says, "I don't believe my sister will give up that easily." She goes, "Not that easily. We got what we wanted, and now we're going to go about our life building our company. But it's still my father's legacy that Diane is going to ruin. This is not going to be good. Diane is just a detriment to the company, and I can't believe Ashley's ready to just let her ruin things." And so Tucker told Billy, he says, "You know what? I think you got intrigued with the offer of running Jabot all to yourself. Well, we're not even going in that direction anymore." And Tucker said, "Quite frankly, I don't think you could be trusted." And Billy looked at him. He said, "I don't think you could be trusted, Billy." He said, "So you want Diane out so bad?" He said, "You're on the inside, Billy. You fight this. You go ahead and fight this battle. You do whatever you need to do, Billy." And Billy says, "Well, I need my sister's help. Tucker says, "Actually, no, you don't. You don't need her help. You can go on ahead. If you truly feel Diane is a threat to your father's company, take care of it." And Billy looks, and Tucker walks away. So Tucker walks out to the lobby area, and Adam is there. And Tucker's getting smug and snide with Adam about, "Yeah, you lost. You thought you could blackmail Audra. Look where that got you." And Adam said, "Don't you forget, I still have those emails." And Tucker said, "Yeah, but your father is forbidding you to use them at all." So Billy said, I mean, not Billy, Adam says, "Stranger things have happened. There's more than one way to let that information slip." And so Billy walks up and he goes, "What's going on here with you two?" And Adam looks at Billy. "Leave it up to Billy Abbott to butt in where he's not wanted. Butt into a conversation," the way he says, "butt into a conversation that has nothing to do with him." And he goes, "No, something doesn't seem quite right here with you and Tucker. So Tucker, what's going on between you and Billy?" And Tucker looks at, you and Adam. And Tucker looks at Billy like, "Boy, I don't answer to you. Adam and I could be comparing sheet thread counts in this place. We both live in here. None of your business, Billy Abbott." And so Tucker walks away. And so Billy says, "Okay, he's gone. Tell me what's going on between you and Tucker." And Billy looked at Adam. Adam looked at Billy snidely and says, "Well, maybe I have some information, some damaging information on Tucker. Maybe I do. And it'd be worth something to you, but it ain't free." And Billy looks at him and says, "What is it? What is it?" And Adam says, "Wouldn't you like to know?" And he smugly walks out, and Billy's thinking, what could it be? Well, what could it be? So now we have Ashley coming back to the room, and Tucker's already back at the room, and he had texted Audra that no, Adam is still a wild card, period. It ain't over. Ashley comes in and she's back to the song and dance about my father's company. I had a strange conversation with Victoria, and she was talking about she can't believe I would just walk away from my father's company. And I don't think I can. I need, and Tucker's like, wait a minute, what? You just decided 2 days ago that we were taking Jack's off. It is done, Ashley. We are starting our life together. You said that. I know what I said, but it's my father's legacy. And it's my family, my father's legacy. He says, it's you, we're family. I'm your family. He's pissed. Why don't I matter? Why don't we matter to you? So she was like, you know how important this is to me. And he goes, and you know how important we are to me. We have what you wanted. We decided to let Diane implode on her own. And we can move forward with our life, Ashley. Don't let this tear us apart, because it's just venomous. That's exactly what's going to tear them apart. And Ashley's going to end up causing Tucker to go rogue. And it'll be all on her, all her fault. Good for you, Ashley. You're about to get whatever you want. I see. I'm sick of hearing my father's company, my father's company. There is nothing wrong with Jabot. It is thriving. And if in fact Diane does get a foothold, let her, so Jack could see what she's all about. They are so ridiculous. Ashley is so ridiculously stupid. I don't even want to hear her anymore. I don't want to hear her at all. So, Tucker, she's already starting him off on the wrong foot already. So let's see how they never really were happy, because we still didn't know, did Ashley really love him? Why was she really married? And what was really going on with that, right? Well, we'll see. So let's go to Comment Corner. Comment Corner, LaShunta says, have a seat, Nick. You're going to play daddy? Audra's 10 times worse. I hope she eats him alive, talking about Audra and Kyle. He must be forgetting Diane did the same thing. I can't stand Kyle. He's going to learn the hard way. And then LaShunta says, good, Esther. Sharon and Nick changed the name without Adam, and Sharon hired Mariah without talking to Adam. And she didn't talk to Nick either. I see she didn't tell Nick yet about the job. Really, Nick, more kids? So Tessa and Mariah's feeling the baby has a hearing problem. I can't believe they didn't take her to the doctor. I can't stand Kyle. Summer caught him off guard with the divorce. I guess he was gonna keep sleeping with Audra and they're married. He never meant Summer no good. If she's like Phyllis, he's like Diane. He lied to her plenty. Let him go. He had the nerve to bring up Lola when he wasn't a man, and did her dirty. Yeah, he did. He tricked Summer. Yeah, he married her, but he tricked her just to get that kidney. Once Lola had the operation, he told Summer, we through. I love her. Now she's one kidney less. I remember Jack was mad at him. Yep, he didn't honor his marriage. No, he did not. And that's Kyle Abbott. That's the man on his high horse right now. That's Kyle. So anyway, that is it. That's it for the daily recap of The Young and the Restless. I will be back tomorrow for another daily recap.